Alright, I'm going to show you how to start the Mexican round braid is what it's called for the braided edges. I'm going to start in your first hole. You want to make sure you have plenty of lace. Take it over the top and you're going to wind up tucking it inside the other braids. You got to leave a little bit to work with. Alright. Alright. So first you want to skip 2 holes and then come in on that 4th hole over. And you have to twist it to make sure that you're laying your finished edge outwards. Keep that tucked back there, like that. Okay. So the most important part is you're always going to go over 2 to the left and then 1 to the right as you're going. Alright, so you're going to come back over 2 and come in here. Like that. Alright, so you're going to leave this tucked on top, in behind. You can go either way. Alright. Okay, so we started here, went in, left our tag, come out, come around to the 4th hole, out that side, skip to the 2nd hole over, in. Now from here's where you're going to start braiding, because this one is going to lay next to it, so you want it to do the opposite. So that one's laying on top of that one, so you want this one to go underneath that one. You may have to loosen a little bit to get you started here with your tag, because that's why you need to leave that tag there, so that you can actually start the braid process like that. So you're going to go underneath that one, starting the process is the hardest part. And so since that one went under, you want it to do the exact opposite. See, that one went over, so we went under. This one goes under that one, so we want to go over it. And you always go over 1 to the right. Like that. And now you got your braid started. Okay. So now we're coming out of that one. We're going to go 2 over. So this one is laying over that one. So we're gonna go over this one and then underneath that one. This can be one of the harder parts to it. Putting it in like that. And sometimes it helps to have a pair of pliers to get that through and started. Trying to keep this to where you can see it. Okay. So we went over that one, under that one, and now we got to go back into the hole there. Once you get it started and once you got the process down, it goes fairly quick. It can be a little aggravating to begin with when you're first starting out. I know it was for me, especially keeping these flat. See how it's twisted? So sometimes you got to take them twist them back around so you can flatten it out. So that it lays flat when it goes in like that. Okay. Alright, so we come out here. We're always going to go to the next open hole. So this one goes under. So we're going to go over. That one and under that one. That way you keep your over, under pattern consistent. And then since we went, that one is going under, so we're going to go over that one and into the next empty hole. And that's your start. That's your pattern there. Your first one's never going to have that pattern, but as you continue on, all these holes will fill up like this. And then you'll have your pattern done. Alright, here is about halfway through, a little over half. I actually started from the bottom. Just because I wanted to be able to pull that tighter there. Doesn't matter, same scenario and how you start. In this hole, out the back, in the fourth, and so on like I showed before. But that's what I was saying, I just wanted to show you more once you get it going, what you're looking at. And it will open up a little bit more on these curves. There's a way to do like 90-degree angles. I can't really show that in this video, but I'll continue on and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, once you get to the end where you come out the back and the next one should be a hole here, but you don't have another hole. Here's how you finish it off. Just go back in that same hole right there. And then you want to leave it, shouldn't have done that. You want to leave it a little loose. Come back underneath that one, just like you normally would. So that you can go back in that hole just like you normally would in the pattern. go ahead and pull that piece back tight. Bring that on down. Finish coming through. And then that finishes off there. And then to end it, what I usually do is come up under here and just tie off a knot here. I'll show you. Tighten that down, pull that through like that. Kind of give you a little knot there, and then you can just poke this back through here. Gets pretty tight. And you just cut it off there. Like that. And that ends it off. And there is your braid.